Hi Scorpio, welcome to SIKIKSYD. I'm SIKIKSYD. I'm a professional astrologer, psychic, shaman, medium, seer, mambo, witch, volleyball player. All the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. If you're interested in the process, there's a description box down below. You could be a sun, moon, ascendant, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Scorpio. You could have Scorpio anywhere in your astrological chart. You don't have to be a Scorpio to resonate with this reading. You could have just came across this reading and it resonates for you. If you want to see how you may resonate with this reading, check your Pluto and where do you have Scorpio in your astrological chart to see, how you may resonate with the reading or who you may be in the reading, how it may connect to you. Make sure to come back to the reading because it is a reading and a prediction for the future. So that means it has not happened yet. And the more that you interact with this reading, the more likely it is to come into fruition for you. So feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Okay. And thank you so much for being here. All right. By you commenting, liking, and subscribing, you let me know that you like the readings and the content here at SIKIKSYD. Okay. I'm really excited to see what comes out for you, Scorpio. Let's begin. All right, Scorpio, what is the future for Scorpio? I literally just got off the phone with my husband. He had called to see how I was doing. He was waiting to see what I was doing. How am I? The usual. Wanted to know everything about me. It's been a really good day. And it was really amazing to just hang out with my husband and just relax. I hope you're having a really amazing day and that everything you are trying to manifest in your life is coming into fruition for you. Okay? Okay. All right. So let's get into your reading, Scorpio. Super excited. The number 14 could be significant to you. Okay. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. Every time I see this card, you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. And off the top of my head right now, I literally can't remember what it's called. Hold on. Because it's going to annoy me until I remember. There's a movie. And he plays, what is it called? Is it Wolf on Wall Street? Yes, it is, you guys. It's Wolf on Wall Street. Because I was like, is it Wolf on Wall Street? It's definitely Wolf on Wall Street. If you look, tell me that's not the same outfit. Tell me he's not wearing the same outfit. He's wearing the same outfit. Tell me. Oh my God, that is the same. That's crazy. That's insane. Okay, so you have Ace of Pentacles. You have Ace of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarian energy. I was like, that looks so familiar. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, you could literally be starting a new vitamin routine in the future. Like I see you starting a new vitamin routine. I see you starting a new workout routine, really wanting to invest in your health. You are also going to be receiving money. Some money, okay? I see you receiving potentially like a gift from your significant other or from someone near to you, like a gift. You could receive money. This could be like receiving money from family, receiving money from work, getting a raise, okay? If you're in a relationship or a marriage, due to what is astrologically in you and your significant other's charts, and what's going on in the planets currently, because you guys are together, money and financial abundance flows very easily to you. You may even find that because you are with your significant other, you receive a lot more money. And it's just like karmically, it can be as simple as, you know, you got a raise at work. You know, you haven't even been working there for very long and you get a raise because you're going home and spending time with your significant other and you're in a good mood. They're treating you right, they're loving you right, you're happy. So that means you're going to work happy. That means you're doing your job happy. That means you perform really well, right? So there's something also very healthy about, if you're in a relationship or a marriage, there's something very healthy about it, something very stable about it, something very abundant about it, okay? Money, abundance naturally flows to you and your significant other because you guys have came together. The only reason you guys have truly came together is because of God bringing you guys, you know, to one another, or whoever you may believe in bringing you guys together. Now, I see the Queen of Wands, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Ophiuchus. So you are feeling sexy. You feel like you know, you're looking good. It's not just that you're feeling sexy, Scorpio, especially if you're a feminine energy, but you're also looking sexy. You're looking good, okay? You most likely own your own business. Queen of Wands is always an entrepreneur. She always owns her own business. Very positive, very motivational. People could be like, oh my God, you're such a cheerleader. Like, you just cheer me on. You just motivate me. You're always so positive. You're always so happy. You're always in such a good mood. A lot of people want to be around you. A lot of people want to know you. This is also you being very popular. A lot of people, you know, valuing you. As well as with the Queen of Wands, it's like many of you guys could be witches. Queen of Wands is always a witch, okay? You could literally have a business where you sell products that are for witches or magical products, okay? Many of you guys could work in sports, prisons, institutions, asylums. You could rap, dance, act, sing, do something in the spotlight. You could work in philosophy, psychology, spirituality, religion. You could be a doctor or a nurse. You could be a psychiatrist, a therapist. Some of you guys, you could work with animals or work with the mind. You could work with death. You could work in the morgue. You could work with the esoteric and the occult. Okay. So there's a feeling of you just feeling like you have gone through a journey, right? If we look, we actually see mountains. And it's like through those obstacles, it's like you've triumphed because now we see a form of being established, right? Overcoming those mountains, having your own establishment, and completing this journey with a lot of positivity and a lot of growth, a lot of beauty in that growth. You're able to see that beauty, right? Now, many of you are going to be like, if you are in a relationship or a commitment and you're a feminine energy, a lot of people want you, but you only want your significant other. And you only give attention or energy to your significant other if you're a feminine energy. With the Three of Wands here, you will be getting communication from another state, another country. If you're in a relationship or a marriage, you guys could be at a distance, or your significant other could literally work with travel. Okay. But this is you also receiving communication from a distance to collaborate, to work together. This could be in career, right? With finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money, sports. This could be in the entertainment industry in any way, shape, or form. But it feels like you've gone up this mountain, you've gone through this journey, and now you're coming down the mountain into, you know, and you've completed it. You've completed the cycle successfully. I also feel like somebody looks at you as if you are the whole wide world. Like if you're in a relationship or a marriage, or significant other looks at you as if you are the whole world. They could be from another nationality. They could be from another country, another state. If you're single, the person you're meant to be with is in another state or country, okay? The overall energy you will be dealing with in the future and you will be experiencing is a surprise. So you see this man is like fishing. He has no clue what he's going to receive, and boom, money. So there's some kind of surprise coming your way. There is something that, because you allow yourself to be emotionally available and emotionally stable, you are able to receive financial abundance. You are able to manifest financial and monetary gain, essentially. You don't see it coming. I feel like you're very surprised. You've put a lot of attention and energy into something, and it's coming back to you tenfold. Okay. The number 6,000 could also be very significant to you. Okay. I feel like you could also be doing something you've like never done in your career before or in your life before. You could also be traveling somewhere you've never been before. Some of you are also graduating. Congratulations. Some of you are starting a job you've never done before. Okay. I see you making a decision with the Two of Wands. Okay. Aries, Scorpio energy. I see you, someone's watching you from a distance. They're watching you from another state or country. If you look, we actually have like UFOs here. So someone feels like you're like out of this world. Some of you guys, that could be same sex. Others of you, some of you guys could be in the military. And it's about recognizing your options, your choices, and making an actual decision. So what you don't see coming is you're going to have to make a decision, right? Even if we're looking at this, right? The military is, for a very long time, was very pro don't ask, don't tell. Thank goodness that has been changed, so people are free to be their authentic selves, whether it's in the service or just in the world in general, right? But it's about saying, right? There are two different meanings, essentially, or experiences, worlds, when you can look at the military, right? Where it was a very structured, firm establishment in the age of Pisces than in the age of Aquarius, is where you saw more acceptance of the LGBTQ plus community, more inclusivity. So it makes me feel like you're having to choose between what has been considered the norm and restriction and not conforming and deciding to be one's authentic self, no matter how different it is from the norm or from the standard. It makes me feel like you are choosing your world, you are choosing your truth, you're choosing your direction in life, and sort of realizing that through that you do have to be willing to learn new things, because as of now, right, this entire energy, it has sort of been about wanting to make things happen, right? Being very proactive. It's saying be in the energy of allowing life to come as it comes. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to force change. Just be the change. Being the change is being willing to learn something new. Philosophically, psychologically, religiously, or spiritually. You watching this video is you being in that energy. Is you being willing to learn something new in order for you to do different, be different. Your power is not in your money. You could have all the money in the world and you won't be the most powerful person in the world. You could be the smartest person in the world. You're not going to be the best or most powerful person in the world. The most powerful person in the world is not the person with the most money or the most intelligence. It's the person with the most belief. Belief is power. It's saying, be patient. This is the time where you have to be patient, because life is going to come, and experience it as it comes, right? As you're drifting, appreciate the surprises that will come out. You don't have to force these things. These are things that are going to happen, that are going to come. There are things you don't even have to put your hands on that will change for you because they're meant to change, is the message. That was very, very clear. It's a very clear message. This has been your reading. For many of you, you could be in a relationship or a marriage where you guys are the exact opposite from one another, and that is why it works. If you guys were exactly alike, it would not work. Because you guys are different from one another, you're able to learn from one another and grow from one another, and that's why it's so successful. And that's pretty freaking amazing. Some of you guys could be going on a boat, own a boat. I also feel like you are being told to listen to whoever you believe in. You know, listen to God, listen to your deceased loved ones, listen to your spirit guides, your ancestors, okay? Listen to them because they will guide you through life in the right direction. You will not be led astray, okay? This has been your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD, and amen. I mean, some of you guys are actually going to go into investing, like in crypto or stocks, finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money. I see you investing, but it's in another state or country. Okay? Some of you guys could be overseas from your significant other if you're in a marriage or a relationship. Okay. This has been your reading, Scorpio. If you're interested in the process, in the description box down below. Amen and Ashe.